Hello guys, so in today's video, I'm going to show you how you can build your very first Squarespace site from scratch, even if you've never made a website before. By the end of this video, you'll have a clear understanding of how to set up your own site and all the foot as well as the approved upper right settings percentage. This upper right setting can be properly moved into your life. This manager is a service of the country. That's absolutely fine. In 2022, in 2021, this is one of the most unusual products in the US. Whether you're a Shopify store owner looking to expand your online presence or a complete beginner, this tutorial will help you hit the ground running. Let's get started right from the beginning. Imagine you've just signed up for Squarespace and you're looking at your dashboard but don't have a website yet. To kick things off, look for the button that says Create Website. It's usually nice and prominent, so you can't really miss it. Go ahead and click on that. This is the official first step towards bringing your vision to life. It's like laying the foundation for a house. You're about to start building something amazing. After you've clicked Create Website, Squarespace is going to ask you to pick a topic for your site. This helps them tailor recommendations and templates to your needs. Don't stress too much at this stage. Just think about the main purpose of your website. Is it a personal blog, a portfolio, maybe an online store, or a site for your business? Just select the closest option. Even if you're not entirely sure yet, you can always tweak things as you go. The idea here is to get a framework that fits what you plan to build. For example, if you're building an online store, you'll get templates and features designed for e-coms. If you're showcasing your portfolio, you'll get options with beautiful galleries and visual layouts. Once you've selected your site topic, hit Next. Now, Squarespace wants to know, what do you want to do with your website? It's a bit like giving your site a job title. Again, select the option that's the best fit for your goals, whether it's selling products, showcasing work, sharing information, or something else. This helps Squarespace guide you through relevant features and layouts that will suit your intent. For instance, if you're building an online store, Squarespace will recommend tools for inventory management, payment options, and shipping. If you're setting up a blog, it will suggest content management tools that are easy to use and keep your posts organized. Go ahead and click Next one more time, and now you'll be asked how you'd like to start building your site. For most beginners, I recommend choosing templates. Think of templates as the skeleton of your website. They give you a solid starting point, like moving into a house where the walls and floors are already in place, and all you need to do is decorate. Templates are great because they eliminate that blank canvas fear and let you focus on personalizing your site. They also save you a ton of time. Instead of starting from scratch, you get a professional layout that's ready to be customized to fit your brand. At this point, you'll be able to browse a gallery of templates. Take your time here, scroll through and look for something that feels like you. Don't worry if you don't find the absolute perfect match. You can customize any template later, so just pick one that gives you a good starting vibe. For example, if you're running a store, you might want a template with a clean, minimal layout that lets your product shine. If you're a blogger or content creator, a template with lots of space for images and text might be more your style. After you've chosen your template, Squarespace will prompt you to select a color palette and fonts. These choices will shape your website's personality, so try to think about what fits your brand, your style, or the mood you want to create. For example, bright colors might fit a creative portfolio, while muted tones could suit a more professional business site. Likewise, playful fonts are awesome for personal blogs, while clean, readable fonts work well for informational sites. And again, don't worry, these are not set in stone. You'll be able to adjust colors and fonts anytime as you work on your site. A tip here, choose fonts and colors that align with your brand's identity. If you have a Shopify store, think about your existing brand colors and logos to create a seamless experience between platforms. With your template, palette, and font selected, the fun part begins. You actually start editing and customizing your site. Click into your homepage or any page and explore the editor. Here, you can add sections like images, text, galleries, contact forms, and much more. This is where you get to be creative and make the site truly yours. Move things around, add or remove elements, and play with different layouts. Don't be afraid to experiment and try different things. You can always undo your changes if something doesn't feel right. For example, if you're adding product pages to your online store, You can drag and drop elements like add to cart, buttons, or product images, making your store user-friendly and visually appealing. If you're new to this, it might take a little time to get the hang of the editor, but don't worry, that's totally normal. Remember that the undo button is your friend. If you make a mistake, just undo and keep experimenting. It's all part of the learning process, and the more you play around with the editor, the more comfortable you'll become. Once you've built out a couple of sections and start feeling good about how it looks, it's time to preview your site. Squarespace lets you do this easily, so you can see exactly what your visitors will see once your site goes live. This is a great chance to spot anything you'd like to tweak before you hit publish. For example, check how your product pages look, test your contact forms, or see if your images are displaying correctly on mobile devices. When you're satisfied, don't forget to save your changes. You can always come back and improve things later, so think of this as the first draft. And just like that, you've built the foundation of your very first website. If you found this tutorial helpful, please give it a thumbs up. Feel free to drop any questions or ideas in the comments below. I love hearing from you. Don't forget to subscribe for more step-by-step guides to help you on your digital journey. Whether you're running an online store, starting a blog, or creating a portfolio, I'll be here with more tutorials to help you succeed online. Thanks for watching, and happy site building. Let's create something great together.